On.
All right, welcome back to Vegas Kart Summit. I'm joined by a sub because one of the players did get sick. Mr.
Yeah.
Scooty, he was fifth in voting, so this is why he is a sub right now.
Yeah, I want to make sure that my kid was going to make it for sure. So, he had already qualified, and I was like, okay, I'll get the voting in. I made sure that I was right there, and I was in, but then the voting, I wasn't quite paying attention to when it ended, because I was like, well, maybe it'll end the day before the event. But unfortunately, it ended after like a SNS, and then so next thing I know, I was fifth, and I'm like, wait. So I was next in line, but I was like, it's very, reasonable to understand maybe somebody might not show up. We're talking, 12, 15 people not showing up, somebody not showing up possibly, and that's what it was.
The voting did definitely close earlier because it was just more to get that communication to all the players who qualified. And then if I had to make a sub at the last minute, I would have time. And luckily, you were already here because, as you said, Battery Cookie did qualify for one of the SNSs that was available for qualification. So you were already going to be here.
Yeah, I was going to be here anyways, and then we actually didn't notice that we needed a sub until we were ready to start. And they were like, hey, wait, we have 11. Who's not in the lobby? And we had an empty chair there. And we're like, oh, wait. Somebody didn't make it. And we're like, oh, wait, Taco Cat. We're like, Taco Cat called in sick. And we're like, oh, well, okay, well, I'm in.
Yeah, that was completely on me. But how have you been feeling so far today?
Oh, it's been pretty good. A lot of it was guessing. We're doing a lot of us don't play a lot of battle modes, so a lot of people are like, well, but there is a whole side of the community that does play battle mode, but mainly the Mario Kart players that we play with aren't battle mode players.
That is true.
Or 200 players. But I think we could have maybe even gone backwards and done a 50cc and then seen how everybody hangs in. Everyone that complains about too fast, let's go too slow.
Hey, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about having a 50cc event, but then I was like, that's just going to take too long. And then again, I feel like I probably would have made 6 races at that rate because I'm like, yeah, no. But what has been your favorite event so far?
I guess they've all been actually pretty good. What it is we get a lot of different people get really excited and really upset. Over the game, which is pretty fun to watch and spectate with just all the screaming and yelling, and then everybody's agreeing to target one person, and that person's like, "Oh, why are you guys targeting?"
Right.
And they're still winning, and it's pretty entertaining. So it's been a whole run around on a lot of the different events that we've had today. Definitely we're here for the Mario Kart. We're actually upstairs playing Sonic Racers right now, which is another random game, but one that I haven't played, but that's one of the ones that we can use to go and pick for some races tomorrow.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's been really good.
That's good. Now, so you are definitely one of those players who we like to call a fringe player because it's either you can get into grants or obviously you're consistent in getting semis. But anytime that you do go against any of the top players, you're one of those players who's just pulling nothing but shots and mayhem on everyone.
So that's part of the fun I've explained with my kid too. Is like I come to play Mario Kart not necessarily for the money, but to have fun with it as well. So sometimes it's fun when someone's running all the way and can just sit back with a star and just target star someone right at the end and then run. It's pretty fun, and it just brings more of what I was talking about. All these voices out of all these other people. They're just so angry. The people are fighting over 1 point, and I'll star someone at a starting line, and then they've accused me of targeting other people, and they've had to go back and watch replays. They're like, oh, he actually hit his son, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care who it is. We're gonna go and get him. So, and yeah, some days I'm on my game more than others, and we'll go and actually try. We've been doing a lot of lounge play and doing a lot of mogies lately. Now we're at the end of the game probably, but that's where we're at now.
That's true. No, it actually is funny because when I did work at the arena, how many times I had to check because people were saying that you were targeting them, and I'm just watching. I'm like, it's his son.
Well,
like
yeah.
what, like guys, like
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
he's taking out his son as well.
Well,
so
you know,
it's
I mean,
not just you.
if my son's targeting me at home, why can't I target him in the arena? But not necessarily that I was targeting him. I was just hitting whoever's out coming out in front.
Right.
You know, sit in the shortcut with a star and just wait for them to come around for the next lap.
Hey, game is game.
Yeah.
Game is game.
And that's what we had to tell everyone. Like, hey, you have to pay attention to what's in front of you as well.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true. Now, so we do have our final events tomorrow, which is going to be a Never Mystery Game. It's going to be Shine Thief. Then it's going to be the 2v2 before we get into the main event. If you were to win any of those side events, what track would you pick?
Well, right now it all depends. Are we doing 150cc? Or are we doing battle mode?
It's
Okay, yeah.
150cc.
If we're doing 150cc's, the track I'm picking right now is either going to be DK Mountain or probably an Excite Bike on there.
Okay.
Those are the two that on lounge I'm usually doing pretty well with the lounge.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I was like, as soon as you said lounge, it's like, yeah, well, looks like Bike is the lounge.
Well, just like
pick. So
we got easy practicing, DK Mountain upstairs, and it's, we were just at SNS the week or two before,
Yeah.
just ran everybody over and took it.
Sure.
I learned how to do the shortcut on that one.
Hey,
Yeah, there you
hey, I'm like, learn the shortcuts, and honestly, you can do a lot on majority of the tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Do you have any thoughts, any final words, anyone you want to shout out?
Well, just my son Batter Cookie. Hopefully he flew in. Hopefully he can get a win here. I'm in 2v2 with Bobby tomorrow, so hopefully we go in there and get that. I think it leveled out pretty well. I'm with Bobby. Emery's with Psycho Kill, and so we've really taken some of the bottom level players with the higher level players, and it's going to really level it out. And then mediums are with mediums, it seems. So I don't know if we got arranged that way, but it ended up that way where everyone's kind of, it's going to be interesting no matter what tomorrow. So we don't know what to expect, but it's possible that we're going to take that one tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's fun to go win. It's fun to go win them all, but I think maybe tomorrow with me and Bobby, we might actually go take it down. And, it depends if we're racing the same time with my kid, because I'm trying to hit my kid too.
Hey, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
With items. Yeah. With the items. Yeah.
In game, guys.
In-game with items, yes.
In game. All right,
Yes.
but I do appreciate you for coming out. Appreciate all the support that you have been giving to the Mario Kart community out here in Vegas, and I do wish you the best of luck tomorrow. Who knows? Again, I did say you are that French player.
Yeah.
That means anything can happen at that rate.
Yeah. Sometimes I show up. It all depends. Every day, what's going on at home and everything like that. We're going to try to pull it together and then try to come through tomorrow.
All right, for sure. All right, thank you guys for joining in. We'll see you guys on the next interview, and make sure to tune into the stream tomorrow.